hope my fan is not too loud. Hope my fan is not too loud. Hello, hello. My mic seems to be too quiet. Just that. My mic seems to be too quiet. Hello? Hello, hello. Might do a bit more. Okay, let's try that. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay, let's try that. It's still too quiet. Hello. I'm peeking right now on the mic. It's red. It's red as fuck. It's still too quiet. Yeah, it's peaking. Hello. I'm... Hello, hello. Peeking right now on the mic. Hello, hello. Hello? It's red as fuck. Hello, hello. Hello. Maybe 1.5? I think. We're gonna wing it for now. I don't know what happened to my setup, but it's not ideal right now. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh shit, my... Hello. Maybe... There's a feedback on the screen. Let me reflect that. Alright, so today we're just gonna work on some monsters. I'm trying to put this into one of my series, and yeah, I'm just gonna start right now. I'm using Clipping Studio for those who are gonna ask, but yeah, for now we're just gonna start right at it. I'm gonna go straight painting, so not much doodling around. I think that would be good. Good change of pace. I've been I would say not busy, but I've been taking care of myself for a couple of weeks, and I was inactive for quite a time, but it's, you know, it's finished, it's done. What I had to do is done. So we're gonna go straight at it. I don't want to stagnate too much. My peers and my colleagues and my rivals are way ahead of me, so I had to catch up, or I might get left behind, which we don't want. I don't want. Alright, so I'm gonna reference this as one of the monsters that I want to make a small series of. And this one is based on Japanese mythology. Right now we're just not doing anything. I want it on a... I wonder how can I put this up. We're just gonna fill the page first before anything else. Just gonna do the so zoom out. We don't wanna do details right now. And try to force shapes to appear in the canvas without thinking. Just gonna feel it while you're removing the whites of your canvas, because it's a lot harder to start out with, especially if you're doing it every other day, like you're starting a new piece, or whether for commission, for work, for personal projects. It's kind of annoying to, you know, fill in a page, and that is this technique, this process kind of alleviates that problem. Helps you have this muddy, you know, random brush strokes, you know, and it helps you fill in, you know, hint ideas in your head that, you know, might be useful, but, you know, some artists like to do it straight from the white canvas. So I do both. I like to mix things up. Yeah, there's nothing in this. There's actually nothing in this page, but I'm just filling it. I'm adding teeth to it so that it's not smooth, you know. And I'm priming the canvas. That's what it is. Oh yeah, I need to pop up my chat because I might not see you guys again. It's annoying. So let's gonna start right into it, right? I want to paint a scene actually, not just a monster. That might be proved too complex, but we'll see. We'll see how we could go with this. So right now, I have this dark value in the corner of the page. I think it's a good area to start with, and I'm trying to figure out what can I do with this. There's nothing in my head, but I'm starting to see shapes, right? Starting to form out shapes that could be useful. So yeah, if you want to know about Jorogumo, a quick Google could educate you, or let you know what it is. Basically, it's a spider mimicking as a female person or human, and they will trap you, and then they'll eat you. So that's kind of the concept here. And I want to make it, you know, a modern take. Not really a modern take. It's more of a you know, personal take mostly, because it's been done. You know, even in game, it is prominent. It's as common as the 9-tailed fox. You know, not as common, I would say, but it is quite out there. So right now, I'm seeing a figure here, and I think I'm gonna go with this. So right now I'm just blobbing things up, you know, making sure that, you know, we're starting to work on the composition a bit, because, you know, that's the only thing you can really work on this in this level, in this area. Because there's nothing really there. Yeah, I think I'll just crop this up so that we could have it on the second layer. Yeah, nothing is really pristine in this moment on this procedure. You do shit and then you move things around. You know, you don't really care about any of those because you're just feeling out the page. You know, you don't have to settle things right here. You know, right at this moment, there's nothing set on stone, so everything can be changed, which is really good, because in this part you don't want to get attached too early to your composition, to the elements of your drawing. In this case, I'm just doing blobs, so they're technically nothing. So right now I'm thinking of I'm gonna paint behind that so that our background is actually good. I'm just gonna keep doing it all over, and we hide this thing so that we can be sure that there's no, you know, holes behind it. And just a clean backdrop of something we don't know yet. So I really love moving my style. I could do the rigorous, you know, line art first, and there are times that I'm comfortable with one way and then not so much in the other. This is more of this style. I'm less comfortable with this because, you know, I'm not skilled enough to be confident in my skills that I could pull off this process, because it takes a lot, right? You know, while you're doing composition, you're also thinking about, you know, light and shit, and there are a lot of processes that usually you would take separately in a different workflow, right? You would take separate fundamentals and then apply them one by one, but this one you just kind of, some of them are merged, right? So So yeah, we're just gonna wing it this time. Let's see how far we could get away with this. So right now I'm just thinking, okay, we have a form of the foremost limb of the spider here, and that is, I think, would be the legs of our lady friend here. But we're not gonna stick too much about it. Also, we're gonna hide a lot of those legs because we don't, the thing is, from what I've read, they actually attack drunken people, someone who's drunk, and they will lure them in a corner, and then they'll trap you in there, and that's when the fun stuff happens. So it's kind of cool like that. The literal man-eater. So we're gonna resize this a bit so we can show more of the features here. So right now I'm just thinking about composition, maybe some not anatomy though. This is nowhere. I'm not really thinking about how complex the legs would be. I'm just thinking, okay, this could be placed here, this could be placed here. It has a random feeling of it, right? It has that stance that, oh man. But if you're drunk and you squint far enough, you might not see the legs. But we're gonna fix that. We're gonna really play the part, because spiders are really good with camouflage and shit. There's this video of, I think it's a desert spider. I forgot the name. The one that burrows itself in the sand, like on the top sand. And there's this one guy who posted a video of that spider doing that, and he just make a funny noise, like scratch, 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 scratch. It's funny, but yeah, they're adapting to their environment so that they could hunt and ambush their prey. So that's the same kind of deal I want to have this in this piece. I'm starting to see forms, but I don't like how this lump here is showing, so I might remove that, because I need to show up the torso, right? It has to be human first, and then we're gonna decide how are we gonna make it to the spider. Of course, legs would help, but the legs would be great help. But so yeah, we're also gonna add some more foreground elements here, but maybe I'm thinking of a bed that is made from their silk, their webbings. It's more like a funnel web spider, right? They really fucking spread their shit around, and that's their dwelling. So maybe it's the same here. There's probably a bed that looks like a bed, and could if you're drunk enough, it could look like it's a welcoming bed, it's a welcoming seat, and it's an invitation, and then you get eaten the next moment, which is a funny thing to do. I don't know why it's funny, but it is. I'm thinking of maybe the abdomen of the spider could be like a cushion, right? It could be like a huge pillow. It could disguise itself as a huge pillow. So the thorax, well, spiders don't have thorax. The mid part of insects, they don't have that. It's mostly the head and then straight to the abdomen. There's like a middle bit. I think it's not thorax. It has a different term for arachnids. But the middle bit, that could be a fleshy color, and then the abdomen would be like a fluffy white fur. Alright. Kind of looks menacing the way the legs are spread out, but I will need to hide those. So I think this is a decent composition. But let me check. Just make sure that everything is as I want them to be, or as you know, I could make something out of it because I'm not really confident in my compositions. Let me check here. Maybe some light shaft coming here on the window. Alright, that's cool. Window and then some bones lying around that is hidden by the web. That'll be cool. We're gonna work a bit on the foreground, which is the bed. It just sprawls down, right? It just sprawls down the floor, and it's more of a, you know, a layer, mostly, but it is disguised as a fluffy room to do some extracurricular activities in. But yeah, let me check what else can we do here on this area. Maybe some light shafts. We could do some lighting, but very light, very minimal, I would say, because at this area, in this stage, I don't want to commit to anything. Just to bring out the form, I would say. Let's bring out the form like this. Maybe some of that down in here. We could show that. And then some of the legs here. Of course, we're gonna correct this anatomy later on, but for now we're just figuring out, okay, where's the legs, where's everything else. We're gonna, you know, at least we have a mental note of that, or at least a visual one. Mental note. Of course, it's a visual. So we could, you know, adjust things correctly, because at least we don't have to paint in the dark, as I would say. I'd like to have some, at least, assurance that, alright, this forms work. It reads well, and it sells the painting, but also, yeah, I could do that kind of lighting. So that's where I find my confidence in. By slowly building it up, testing out things that I'm familiar with, and then experimenting with, you know, things that I'm not familiar with. I think that there's minimal risk to doing that, since you're still working on your ground. Like, you're still working with the things that you're used to, but you're learning a few things here and there. It's good. This song sounds familiar. Seems like a familiar song. Oh, by the way, I'm using Streambeats for my streams, and it's a really great resource for, you know, for your videos, or if you're streaming. It's copyright free, and you could use it for anything you're doing. So shout out to Streambeats and what's his name? Oh, I need to Google that shit, because it slipped off my tongue and I can't remember it. Alpha Gaming, there you go. Who's me? I got sneeze. So yeah, shout out to Alpha Gaming for creating this wonderful stuff for streamers. But yeah. Okay. We're done with that. We are trying to... Oh, we're painting on the wrong. So also one thing that I really noticed is I can't really stand layer management. I hate it to the core of my being. I know it's the most efficient way, or what, it's more safe, or you know, if you need changes, I do it with my clients. Like, if they need changes, I just, you know, edit a layer and not repaint the entire thing, which is good, you know. But for personal work, I just paint on a single layer, and I just, you know, I know the changes that I want, and I know the image that I want in my head, even though most often I'm just searching for it, like direct just searching for it. So yeah, this position is kind of cool, you know, it has some charm in it, and it sells the Jorogumo really well. But I would say it's a bit there. It's not there. but we'll see. Nothing is set in stone. I could redraw this in fact. So I'm just figuring out the forms, figuring out how I would do this. Oh, by the way, this is not a new project by any means. I had this idea for a long time. Back when I was still working as a concept artist in a local studio here in the Philippines, and it's one of my study development, areas when I was, there's not much doing, not much to do. So yeah, just do some other stuff that is that is not sanctioned. But yeah, but if nothing else to do and you have some free time, just draw. You can't just keep on drawing. Let me bring that up. Where did I put it? It's somewhere here. Oh, this one. Let me put this here. Alright. So I made this a way back sometime. So this is gonna be that. So I made this cheeky fucking scientific name, which is not in the least way accurate. But yeah, it's kind of cool when I did this. Like, it kind of fits, but it has this weird this is like a head part, and when it hunts it kind of flips it over the whole back, and then the head just pops out like a nodule, and it would look like a female head. These are just markings, those aren't like actual breasts. And of course he has eyes on the pubic area. That would be the eyes, and then the what you call the labia majornos, as Aris would have put it, would be the actual fangs of the spider. But just in the concept, it's really cool, right? It's really out there. And I tried to make this, instead of actual human female transforming into a spider, I was thinking, what if a spider actually does that? What if it actually tries to mimic a human female person? That's the concept, right? And it's not, it's been done, right? But this is this is the main concept. I'm trying to literally make a what do you call this, illustration for this concept I did way back. So yeah, it's good to have those weird concept sketches that you do during your free time. And then just work on it whenever you see the use for it. So yeah, and now I want to make a monster series, some shit. Now's a good time, right? Now's the perfect time. So back at it. Now you've seen where we're going with this. Actually, we're trying to emulate all of these stuff. Because I think I made the actual. Actually, back in my work PC, there's like a 3D model of this. I actually started making a 3D model of this in ZBrush, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. It's detailed enough for me to work things around, and I started working on the 3D model. It's kind of fun. It's really fun, and I was learning 3D back then, and it was really fun. And I wanted to learn 3D as a supplement for my concept work, right? So yeah, it was really fun doing it, and it's almost, yeah. I wish I was able to grab it, but I'm not sure if it's there still. So I'm just gonna grab this and put this here. So right now I'm just putting shadows here and there. So I've seen the hands actually go up in here. So maybe instead of like passively raised up. I want it to have like a very seductive pose. Like arm is raised up and then like that. But I think I have to change the composition for this to work. Oh, how about the first person view? Like you're gonna get down on this chick and then it's actually a spider. Fuck, that's cool. Okay, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Alright, we have a new plan. This is how this is what you actually do when I say nothing is permanent. Like in a flash, right? You'd imagine, oh yeah, this would be a better shot, or yeah, this could have a more effect, and you could sell more of this stuff, especially with the posing, right? And that's why you don't do stuff in like a single layer, because it's not gonna end well for you. Just gonna drink some water. All right, let's head back in. So what we want is like a first person, like you are the guy who got entranced by the spider, right? And then I'm just doing blobs. Maybe a hard round brush would be better because it's more proficient in that doing like that. It's gonna be a center angle, which I'm not a fan of. It's too much center in it, but it might work. Let me just try it out. Maybe this is the time where thumbnails would have been useful, but fuck it. Yeah, maybe I should follow my own shit and actually do some thumbnails. What are we doing? No, yeah, thumbnails. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do some like this. Oh, I'm gonna go black. That. Alright. And then did the song just repeat itself or repeat itself? I'm gonna switch that up. I don't like the sound of that. It is synthwave, right? Alright, this one is, I'll go with this. Alright, let's go. So we have this border now. We're gonna zoom my side out, copy it a few times, you know, so we could take a few, few samples. So we could gauge what we like actually on the front. And then we don't have to be presentable at it. We just trying to look at it ourselves. We don't need to present this to an art director or your actual director. Art director or your film director or whoever's gonna look at it. So, but if it is, then you have to be presentable. But for this instance, we're gonna skip that. We are on clients. So right now, we have the initial setup, which is I'm still okay with. I would say it's decent. Maybe we should just block it out like that. So we have this female figure lying on the bed, ready to pounce at the prey. Or maybe it's still gonna be like that. We can't have it like short and like this. So it's actually a spider. I'm gonna have this torso fix. Just general thumbnailing. got this head right here. Oops, gonna erase it. And then we got the arms, doing the pose that I wanted to do in the first part. And then we're gonna shape it up a bit, right? We're gonna have the legs wrapped around here, plus the bed, actual bed. And we have her heels right here. It's actually, you know, the paws of the, you know, spiders. They actually have paws. We got the bed in here, like a layer. It's gonna be like that. And then of course the abdomen of the spider is gonna be behind it. Just like that. It's more of a splash art, I think. It has a more of a splash art vibe, especially the angle, which looks good, but it doesn't really fit what we're trying to do here. Which leads us to the second iteration, which you know, I like better. That's why I tried to switch up the moment I thought about it. But we're gonna make sure that it's actually doable. You know, it actually has that oomph that we're looking for in a competition. There's the first one, kind of standard arrangement here, but that's fine. The next one would be you know, the first person view. So we have the face around here, this kind of stuff, and then we have the arms on that. Which is really cool, but I don't think that could sell the spider well. That's why we're trying a thumbnail. That's why we're thumbnailing this. Has it this one though has an HR Geiger vibe. If I frame it like this, I had that sense for things like that. Something like that, and then you are on top of it and you're about to be jumped on by a spider because you think you're gonna get some, you know, fun time, and no, it's the spider who is gonna get some fun time, not you, because you simp way too much and the spider's gonna get you now, which is fine. It's not a derogatory term, you know. You could simp all you want, you do whatever you want with your money, but this time it's not gonna end up well for you. You won't getting you know, the attention you want. You're gonna get something else, which is fangs and venom. Oh shit. So it's, the composition is meh. Now I look at it, even if I maybe change the first the focal length, make it like a weird fisheye lens here, it could work. Make a weird fisheye lens so that we could capture the mouth and then the hands. Would that work? Can we make that? Am I good enough to do that? Let me try that out. Fisheye lens. So we're gonna bulge up some things here, but we're also gonna skew some other things because the curvature of the lens is, you know, forcing the perspective to show things that normal lenses will, like more of the hands, and they're all fading out of the bend of the lens. That's what's happening. They're all being distorted. Not really well adapted in lenses and the camera lensing, but it's one of the fundamental things you have to learn in doing work, concept work for films, because it just helps sells your ideas. Especially if you're doing a scene. Here, it looks okay, I would say, but it's not like wow. It's not like wow. It looks incredible. Yeah, it looks flat, I would say. Yeah, it looks kind of flat, and it doesn't show much, and it's not, if I minimize it more, it's gonna feel less intimate, right? So it beats the purpose of it having first person view, right? So it's kinda meh, doesn't work. So this is why you should try doing thumbnails. It helps you formulate ideas and test them out before you actually spend countless of hours trying to paint it. And then, no matter once you do, no matter how much you fix it, if the problem is the general composition, the effect it has, it's not gonna get fixed. You have to redraw the entire thing, and that's a no-go if you're working as a professional, because you have deadlines and you have to meet those deadlines. Especially for film production. But, thumbnails are thumbnails. I gotta scratch my head on this one. I don't know what else I could make. Maybe I could have this. Let's try zooming this out, because the more I look at it, the more I'm feeling okay with this. The more enticing it becomes. Maybe because I'm a hot-blooded, cis white dude. No, I'm not white. I'm brown. Well, not really. I'm fairly tan because I'm not purely Filipino. So we're gonna do this, that, and then we have the webbings around here, and then the bed, which you could look at this and like, yeah, it looks like a person, but it has a weird. And then we're gonna hide this on the webbing. I think that's how it is. And this is just her rear legs, like really sprung up there to do that pose. The thing is, the spider doesn't have to lounge at something or pounce at something if the thing is actually coming to its mouth. So you just have to bite. It's gonna bite right into your dick, which is, the most funniest, fun thing I could imagine in this concept. So yeah, it's a really fun thing, which is, it has a novelty to it that I like. Maybe I should write a horror hentai about this. Papas would think, oh man, it's a spider insect hentai shit, but then it's horror. They're like, what the fuck did I sign up for? So yeah, I think that's a sounds like a plan. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe there's like a membrane that hides the segments of her, I don't know, abdomen. That, yeah, seems like a good idea. And then we're just gonna spruce it up, right? We're gonna make it like a misty, cobwebby thing. Huh. Let me check out my thing again. Yeah, I think this part of the spider is actually part of his abdomen, but it's like the outer carapace. It's like the top casing of it. And what really fucks me up is those beady eyes. That's fucking terrifying. If you're trying to get laid, and you assume the position, and then if something is staring at you down there, it's like, oh shit, I'm dead. That is something that is like, yeah, that's terrifying. And I don't know why I'm giggling about the idea. Maybe I'm too edge. There's so much edge in here that I'm laughing about this stuff. But yeah, it's kind of terrifying. Imagine if it's the reverse, right? What if a man's dong is an actual moray eel or a lamprey, right? If you guys haven't seen a lamprey, you should. A lamprey eel. Is it an eel? I don't think it's an eel. I think it's a worm, right? Or no, it is an eel. A lamprey eel. And it's a parasite that attached to a host and then sucks the blood. But it's an eel. It's not a worm. But yeah, what if a man's badongalidoos is a lamprey eel? You'd be fucking what the fuck. So yeah, maybe that's another idea I could make. But it's weird. Because the animal kingdom is fucking weird, man. Maybe there's this one parasite that attaches itself to the tongues of fish until they actually replace it. So there's like, when a fish opens its mouth, there's like a creature the bottom of his mouth that's with eyes staring out at the mouth, and they're just hi. And they're just sitting there, and the fish couldn't remove them. That's fucking terrifying. So yeah, Animal Kingdom is more terrifying than we give them credit for. But in a cool sense, in a cool, appreciative sense. I hate spiders. I can't stand them. But no, I hate big spiders. Big, thin, spawns of hell, spawns from hell, fast-moving, teleporting spiders. Wandering spider, huntsman spider. They grow to a ginormous size in our place, and it's not fun dealing with them because they scuttle about, and when you see them and then they suddenly disappear, you're fucked. You can't live in that area for a good 3 months hoping that they would die of old age. But yeah, I don't like those kind of spiders, but tarantulas, jumping spiders, I like them. They're cool, they're cute. The paws of tarantulas are actually cuddly. The what is that part called? Papillae? Papillae? No, puppy leg is a different thing. The paw, the kitten paws of spiders, of tarantulas. They're actually cute. So yeah, I don't like spiders, but they're actually really cool. And you know, as much as I hate them, I watch a lot of spider breeders on YouTube. I was thinking pet breeders. Yeah, they're pets. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, they're cool, and I want to mimic that coolness and the weird animal kingdom into my shit, and just exaggerate it a bit, like this one. So yeah, it's kind of a fun way to do a project, mixing different shit in your head, and then, oh, that looks nice. Finding inspiration on different things is a really good thing. So consume all the media you could, because it's gonna help you in the long run. Now, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I was just yapping for a good 5 minutes there. But I'm gonna refill my bottle of water because it's hot here, and I might get coachy in the throat. So I'm gonna take a 5 to 7 minute break, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna stretch my back too. We're back. So I think we're settled on the better framing of the first person view. I really like this one, but let's try to explore more options. Maybe I want a sideway area, like there's a guy being lured in and there's this figure, but it's only us could see that it's an actual spider, right? That's a cool idea. So we have this. Of course, we're just gonna do line work here because fuck it. We're gonna think about composition and value structure later on. For now, we're just gonna do it. Oh no! How are we gonna show that it's an actual spider? Okay, we're gonna have this way out. And then the other one is kind of on top of the guy. Okay, let me resize that around here, so it's kind of centered. Not really. We want her to have the focus. In League of Legends, they have Elise, so that's one inspiration. They probably took the same idea. And it's really, it's really common. Like any decent designer. No, what am I saying? Anyone who thought of incorporating some Japanese mythology in their work would come across Jorogumo. It's really a cool concept, like a spider lady. That's really cool. And we have the Orochi. There's like a snake lady too. Japanese culture has a lot of female hybrids, like they have like female snake, slug princess and stuff like that, which are really cool, And also Filipino mythology also have a lot of stuff. Maybe I'm gonna do some of those some other time. For now, I want to do this first. Alright, so we have this, and then the head is not going to be attached. That's kind of a weird way to attach the... like that, right? And then there's this guy who's about to get in on the action, but the action is actually going to him. And he doesn't know. Like that. It's more of a risque move, risque scene, but yeah, it's kind of yeah, you're gonna get fucked, bro. You think you're the one who's doing the fucking? No. You're gonna get fucked so bad. Because I think Twitch is okay with nudity as long as it doesn't show illicit acts of doing it. So this is really prodding edging the terms of service, but we're gonna stay clear of that. We're not gonna be anywhere close to that, but we are really getting there. But hopefully it's okay. It's an artistic and design representation of this creature and his MO on hunting prey. Yeah, right. This guy is so fucked. Of course, we're not gonna show his song. That's kind of a on the nose. We're gonna have him all dressed up in a corner of an alley, and then he's gonna get fucked. The composition is kind of meh, but I think the lighting would sell this. Like if the lighting is just around here in this area, that would really sell it, right? And then we could see the legs on the shadows and shit, and the guy is oblivious to it. Like, oh, cool, there's like a random fluffy bed in the corner of the street, and then there's a pretty gorgeous woman waiting for me to, you know, move on her. And the next thing he knows, he's dead. Eaten, you know, the way spiders eat, they inject you with the venom. Venom dissolves all your stuff inside into goo, and they slurp it up. You turn into Slurpee, a slush. That's how they eat. So yeah, not a terrible way to go, but you know, at the end of the day, you're a husk. You're dead and dumb to smoke. So yeah, we're gonna just have this idea of the lighting here. Nothing too complex, but we're just gonna really sell the idea of the lighting, because I think it makes the composition bearable. Because the framing is kinda meh, right? Framing is weird, you know, it's not like a grand framing, but the lighting gives that extra oomph that it needs. So it's necessary for the thumbnail to have it. So that's one thing. So we're not gonna show anything else. What is the last one? We're gonna think of it. It's kind of hard. I don't know what to think. I thought of another shot, like it's after the pounce, and the spider is already at the guy's neck and biting down, right? It's already started to feed. So the figure would look like on top of him, but he's actually dead. That would be cool. That would be nice. The aftermath of the attack. Yeah. That's cool shit. So we're gonna do is we're gonna put this here. We're gonna have this thing. Let's see. Of course, we're still gonna need to have to sell the mimic part, which is not an easy task. I have to make sure that the figure is seen, but it still resembles both spider and a person. Like that, a dominatrix pose. Could be cool, could be cool. It's kind of hard to pull off, right? The legs of a person and the legs of, you know, the four limbs of a spider they don't have the same articulation. They don't rotate the same way. So I'm thinking if this is the body. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Like a force perspective, like a really short lens camera. Maybe this is a long lens, I'm not sure. Like that. And then we could bring this up way up here. And the venom is the... I forgot the Chrysalix? No, that's not it. Chrysalix is a butterfly face. Yeah, he would, you know, screaming in fear. after he realized what he how fuck he is, and he's not actually fucking, he's actually getting fucked. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a cool scene. And the guy's like screaming in horror and terror. Right here, mouth wide open. That, and then he's trying to escape, but he's almost paralyzed now. And yeah, he's getting eaten by the spider. So yeah, we made up a few a few thumbnails that are cool here. Well, for my taste, at least. I need to research actual photos of spiders so that I could get the parts correct. Because I don't think the legs, they have like, in this concept, right? They have this part here. You don't, guys. You don't see that. This part here, it's separated. It's not like joined. It's almost joined, but it has a segment on it. But it's a part of a. The thorax and the head is fused. It's like one thing. They don't have actual segregation like in insects. I think, if I remember my biology correctly. Oh. It's gonna be like that, right? And yeah, I think this is a cool pose. And then this guy's hand trying to be fending off the thing, but he's too weak right now. He's too weak, and he's getting eaten. And he's terrified, and probably has a boner and shit. But yeah, he's getting fucked. And then there's just webs all over here. That's a cool shit. That's a cool scene. So now the hard part is deciding which one to go with. This one? Okay, for this one, this is automatic now. It's too bland. There's nothing going on there. It's kind of It's kind of a bland composition, so we're not gonna go do that. It's a good for a splash art though. If you're trying to show off a character that is just looking cool by themselves, that's cool. But that's not the we're trying to sell. We're trying to sell the horror of the creature, right? The terrifying things that it could do. This one is a bit okay. It's kind of a 50-50 here because at this time you don't know it's a first person, right? Unless you put a cast shadow on top of here, and then you put an over the top 90-degree light onto it. It's gonna look pretty, and then we'll showcase the entire monster. But it's hard to maybe put a hand on here, like a foreground hand. That could sell it like a first person. Also the field of view, we're gonna fix that because that's how you know you're in first person. That's also, yeah, that's why I said we need to work on this a lot if we're gonna go this route. This one is kind of okay. It has the elements of suspense since we as the viewer could see that dude, that thing is a spider, it's not a chick, right? You could see that, but the guy doesn't know and he's gonna go for it, and then we're gonna anticipate the demise of this guy, which is the horrifying thing about it. So it's more of okay, that's a pass. Also, the dramatic lighting could also sell the features, but hiding also the spooky bits, spider legs. This one is the more gory part, it's more of an action. It's a comic panel. It just jumps straight straight to the thing, and you know you can't look away, right? I like that, but it kind of sells off the doesn't sell the mysterious hiding mimicking part of the spider. If you look at it, oh, the spider is eating the guy that has a, oh, then you realize, oh, that he has a human carapace, exoskeleton, and maybe he uses that. You gotta formulate that yourself, right? You don't find it out. You can. It's more of an afterthought. It's rather than the instant idea. So it's more of also 50-50. So yeah, deciding time. If we're gonna, I'm gonna go. Maybe if we could mix this two, that would be great, because it's literally the same scenario, just different cameras, right? You have this, you know, it's not a mid shot. It's more of a, yeah, full body shot actually. It is a half body shot. But this is more of a first person. Kind of tough deciding what to take. Maybe I'll go with this. We're gonna mix the lighting, and then we're gonna introduce some first person elements on the piece so that we could achieve the same idea as this one in here. You're the guy instead of you're watching a guy. I like the idea. Alright. So we're gonna jump straight to it. We could hide this, doesn't matter. So how do we go about it? That's the thing. Alright. So again, we're gonna go back to our smudges. I'm gonna paint the scene. Maybe a quicker way is just blobbing it. Blob it. There you go. And then we're just gonna put colors on it, around, in and around it. Well, not colors, but values and blobs and whatever. So right now, I want to have a dark scene and have like a street light or a lamp light somewhere nearby. That's on top of them, so it's shining down a cast shadow on the guy and then on the spider. So we're gonna try this. Have this dark. Oh, it's gonna be on the background. Try to find Roy Jones brush. It's more. I really love this brush. I did a lot of work with this brush. Just this brush. It's really comfortable to use. Not much to change around it. You know, it gives you texture. It gives you the feeling of a real canvas on brush and canvas feeling. It's really good. The pattern is also great for, you know, random texturing, random stuff really. We're gonna add some more lighter details here and there. You know, just grabbing the paint on the canvas. So we have an idea on how much light or dark the scenes would be, and I don't want it to be like super grayscale. I want to have a tint of color in it. A cold, maybe warmer. Yeah, cold on the outside and then a bit warmer on the inside. I think that's the way I want to do this. Yeah, like that. So, you know, on a cold night, you know, you're drunk, you know, your friends, you know, you're jealous of your drinking buddies who, you know, took out, you know, their female friends and they're having a fun time, and you're going alone and you see this, you know, sexy person in the corner of the street, and you want to go, you know, have some good time. In the cold of the night, you found warmth, and then that warmth kills you. That's kind of the irony of warmth. So we're just adding a bit more color here so that we don't work on full grayscale. Alright, cool. So we prime the canvas. We're gonna start, doing some blobs in it. So this is where my brain stops thinking about what I have to paint, because we already done that through the thumbnail. So we're just gonna figure out how to get there, right? So we have the initial, we're gonna make this a bit more orange or red, so it has a warm silhouette there. Right now, I'm trying to focus first on the human portion. Kind of like that, yeah. And then we could have some more stuff here. Oh yeah, camera, of course, the camera. I have to figure out the camera. This is where the shit hits the fan. So I need to figure out how to do this because this is my weak points. I'm struggling with cameras. Perspective, not much, but the figures, it's hard to do. Now you have to convert your drawing skills into drawing into 3D space, which is also hard, but I'm not used to it. I'm not used to having different cameras in my in my drawings. I practice a bit, but not to the extent that I could paint on the fly. If I start with line work, that would be better. I could have more confidence in that, but not by it's gonna be a lot harder with painting straight. And I have to come up with a interesting and nice silhouette, which is kind of really hard to do. This could go here. This could. It's hard. It's really hard. I don't feel like the tension here. Maybe if I add the lighting, it would help. But I need to start thinking about the angle, right? So, right. That's good. That's correct. That's correct. Maybe I should draw some grids. Maybe that would help. So this is my picture plane I'm looking at down here. Okay, that's my horizon line because I'm looking down at her. So torso is about right. Then it goes up in here, and then of course her head is tilting forward, so it goes up in here. It's upward, goes up in here. It's up in here, and then goes the other way around as it's curving away. On this area, it's curving down. But since there's a thorax bending, it's gonna come across like that. Okay. And then this goes there, and this goes there. Towards the camera. Same goes for here, towards the camera. And then like this. That. Yeah, it kind of looks okay. I just have to figure out the size of it, I guess. I need to have the perfect size to show the thing while being intimate enough that you'd feel the tension. Which is kind of hard to do. We're doing this on a wide 6:9 format. So that's that. Oh, blobs. Focus on blobs. Has to be closer, but I can't show the legs if it's gonna be that close. And if I don't show the legs, you won't know what it is, because that's the entire this part for. Right? It's gonna be like that. This. Yeah, you know, if you're just doing a character, you can do whatever pose you like, right? Whatever setting. But this is yeah, this is tough. This is really tough work. You have to think things through, and it's one of the things that I learned working in a studio. It's kind of like that. But how can we make this intimate? I have to make things bigger. Maybe laterally, like this. That would work, but we don't see the... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, because the framing is weird. Right now, we're at the level that we would look at it. Because the first thing... You know, the first what I'm trying to do earlier was I'm trying to frame the features of the spider, which is not what you'd actually see if you're this close to it. So that gives off a weird, you know, frame and perspective. But now that we're close to it, you know, we're about to go in. It has a better read to it now. And of course we could turn this leg towards us, which could pop. Like this. Like just black. Reaching out to us. Like already pouncing. That's a good addition. Just gonna wave it correctly. We're gonna be careful on the foreshortening, because that is in effect. Full effect, I would say. So around this about here, also around this one here. Yeah, kinda have that feeling, but it's a bit too thick. We're gonna fix that. But for now, it's looking decent. Alright, so next would be the other legs. Let's set them up for success. Put them on here. I have to think of where to put this, because I'm gonna angle this correctly. Okay, that's cool. Next one will be here, just wiping off the page like that. It feels like you're trapped. You can't go anywhere. This is where it ends. It's a good notable feeling there. Okay, we're gonna trim this down, those legs down a bit. Make it the proper foreshortening area. It's a bit thick right now. It's a bit too thick right now. Like that. And then like this. Yeah. Alright. I think we're hitting somewhere. We're going somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Well, we could add the fluffy area here in the bottom, like an egg. Ooh, yeah. Hold on. Something. There's like a mosquito. Brush my brush my legs, and my you know what, you get jumpy when you see your phobia. and you think that everything that touches you is that. But yeah, I just saw a spider brush on my leg. Alright. It's kind of an experience doing this. Maybe the fear, maybe I'm just thinking this is terrifying. Maybe some of you would think, oh, this ice can be kind of hot. Which is you do you, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to offer something else. And you're welcome. So I think we're gonna start shining some forms on this person. Not too much though. Just enough. I'm gonna push values around now. That. I'm gonna put this. Have more of that stuff here. It's gonna be. Add a bit more here. That. A bit more of the facial features maybe. There's no actual face, it's just markings on the face. Right? So the shadow would look flat a bit. That would be like very weird. It's like a uncanny resemblance, which adds to the terror. But if you're drunk enough, you'd think, oh, that's a face. It's a pretty face. We're starting to print. No, we shouldn't do that. We're starting to get stuck on the details, which is a bad idea. So just keep it broad strokes like this. Of course, we're gonna make sure that the forms are right there. We're just gonna have to refine it. Like this. I have this one here. Checking 4. That's looking okay. So right now we're gonna show that her elbow is actually straight up, right? There's a shadow around this area. Casting a lot of shadows. The breast would be right here. And the shape of the head will also cast some shadows. Right now I'm sculpting right now. Sculpting forms into this blob of paint. So here we're gonna have it here. We could probably do some bounce light because she's setting on a very light material, like value wise, oops, depending on the one. And this is a very light material. But it's going to be obscured by the shadow of the background because they're literally sitting in a corner of some street. And the guy who is thinking he's about to get some good score would actually get flopped. I want to emphasize that loneliness or helplessness more so. So he can't just run away. He's stuck there and he's gonna die. Alright, we could spruce this up a bit, adding a bit more details. But not so much. I'm not gonna... just to emphasize the light source. this. Of course, we're gonna add some, a bit of value here and there, but not so much. We're trying to form the silhouette into something usable. So this is actually none of this are hair. It's just a pattern on the carapace that looks like a human face. And I need to capture that uncanniness of it, but I need to be careful not to render it like a face. I need to figure out how to do that actually. Stretch down all the way back here. Fuck. Then we're gonna have some. Yeah, I need to research how this works because the head shouldn't be like this. There's a carapace here. It's a huge carapace here. And then there's like the actual legs is attached below, right? Below the top of the spider. So we need to do some changes in that. So maybe we could have this like rearing in, like it's bent backwards and ready to pounce, so that it doesn't look like vagina. Vagine. I've been watching Aris Mega Mix on YouTube. Like, it's fucking funny. So fucking funny. I wish some of that, humor talent could rub off of me while doing my stream, but I'm not that, Maybe if I hang out in the chat room long enough, some of it, maybe, Lord Aris humor would rub off of me. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Alright. This, that. This, and that. Alright. So yeah, we could have this, her bottom, where her ass would be. We could have this as like where the legs is actually rooted from, and this would be the actual, mouth parts of the spider. Yeah, Chrysalix? No, it's not Chrysalix. It's something else. I forgot what it is. The actual fang is made of something. It's not teeth. It's not Chrysalix. It's something with Chris. Fuck. I can't remember what the name is. I'll Google it later. Fuck it. Right now I'm actually drawing. I'm trying to figure out the forms of the legs. The nose is a bit weird. So, let's fix that. And just showing some more light source here and there. Not to the point of rendering it, but just indication. Adding more forms. Also on this part of the leg, adding a bit more form here. The legs are looking creepy now. I like it. Maybe a bit thicker. It's a bit thin in this area. But again, I must remember that we're gonna try to hide this leg. So maybe not try to render it too much. Just the silhouette would be enough. Because to us, who is not in a particular heat of the moment, as I would say, we could see shit that the guy in this, perspective doesn't. It's just too bad for him. We're gonna have this one here also. Make sure that we don't have to be like symmetrical with the arrangement of the legs, because it is a living creature. They move shit around themselves. They don't have to be symmetrical where they place their legs, so that's completely fine. That's why I love drawing, creatures. You don't have to be symmetric. Though I also like drawing hard surfaces. Especially spaceships. I really like shape dynamics you could, play with in those regards. Because with creatures and characters, there have to be a certain point of recognizability to it, so that you could, just for a glance, you could tell what you're looking at. Especially with alien stuff, you can't like design a blob and call it, yeah, it's this, and then no, it has that certain recognizability, like alien, right? It looks like a fucking, it has a head of a, the shape dynamics of it is identifiable. You can compare it with a creature, it's unique, it's out of this place, but it looks like a humanoid beetle. It has a beetle face, beetle head. It has a beetle for a full beetle for a head, and then there's it's really cool. So yeah, you need to recognize the creatures. You can't just mash stuff together and call it a day, because that helps with the believability of your design. So that's one of the things I learned along the way. Alright, so I think it's shipping up a bit. We're getting there, but it's far close from doable. But we're gonna keep going this direction, and I'm gonna take my 5 to 7 minute break, stretch my legs and back, because I'm and I can't fucking sit like a prawn or a shrimp for a long time. So yeah, I need to stretch my back, and I'm gonna be back 5 to 7 minutes. Alright. back. Took a quick bite. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Right now we're just adding more, not a lot of details, but more of the forms of the body. Trying to mimic. I'm trying to show a bit more of the stuff that is showcased here. But the thing is, I'm gonna add here more. Add more stuff here maybe. Alright, and then what we're gonna do is add a lighter value on the background because it's gonna be white for abdomen. It's just gonna act like, it's gonna look like she's resting on some fluffy bed or cushion or whatnot. So yeah, we're just setting up the values so that they are proper local values, I would say. So that we're on the nose on this one. You don't have to, figure it out later. Also, this would also set up where the limbs would go. We could finalize that area. Then we could tone the values surrounding it a bit more dark, so that we could make the initial lighting pop a bit. Just a little bit though. Don't want to commit to anything at this point. Well, commit to the lighting setup. So what I would mean. That's it. Because we're kind of set on stone with the general direction of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bit too much of a legs. Too much leg there. Add more here. Nice, that. And then go back to our backdrop and add a bit more darker values here. Has that misty effect, which I really like. This brush helps so much with texturing the other stuff. Of course, the legs would also be more darker the closer it is to this side, because the light will be quite far on this area, but just like a ray of light getting this creature from the top. And you, the person looking down at it. Maybe add a bit more. We're gonna clean those out later. For now, we're just sticking with this. Grab this one. Maybe, yeah, I'll trim this down. It's the, what you call this? It's the pillow webbing below her. Could make it less obvious, but we're gonna slowly trim it down to size, and then add more shadow here and there, so we could make sense of what we're looking at. Add a bit more structure here and there. Right. Kind of looks cool. Then we're gonna pick up a bit of slack here. Light. Mostly from the center. That's where we're trying to get this light source. Of course, the intensity would be less down here. Come back a bit down. Like the rest of it. This is a street lamp and it's nighttime, so it's not gonna be much light surrounding here. And the intensity will be the inverse square law. Hey, Aguafo, Kekem Gaming, Tentacles. Nawala stars mo. Medyo malakas yung music kesa voice. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I got booted out from the level up program, which is sad, but you know, I'm just gonna apply. I don't know how you could apply to it again. But yeah, I'm gonna sort it out. It's not tentacles, by the way. These are spider legs. We're gonna make sure that it's clear by the end of the stream. I'm gonna add more details a bit. And there's gonna be the pubic area, which also gonna have a darker value in general. But this is where the BDI is, this one. So this is what I'm doing. This is the concept I did back in, you know, in my free time, during my free time in Mothership. So yeah, I'm gonna make this into a actual thing. And I'm hoping... Oh shit, did I record the thing? I think I didn't. Well, fuck me. Anyways, so let's start. So in Clipping Studio, there's like a record time lapse, and I wasn't recording the thing. Oh, that's cool. So I'm 2 hours short. I'll probably stream another... Maybe I'll stream games. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just go stream straight 4 hours. Oh, are you sure about that? That's cool if I don't have to activate anything, because it kind of sucks. I didn't realize I was out for that long. It didn't felt like I was out that long. So this part of the spider's body doesn't have an actual face in it, but it has like prints, like a pattern on its carapace, and it looks like a human face, which is weird, and I hope I could make it like so. Like there's an uncanniness to it. Like, is it an actual face? You know, when you look at it, it could look like an actual face, but you know, maybe not. So that's what I'm going for with this. Oops. Oh yeah, that's cool. Because yeah, it's kind of nice that it's automatic. You don't have to do anything about it except this. Her face is kind of weird, which I guess that's the purpose, but not this kind of weird. We're just marking up the face. Of course, this is just, you know, patterns at, you know, behind the top of the spider's carapace. not an actual face, but we're gonna figure out how to do that. Actually, it's kind of a nifty thing to assume, and it's gonna be a fun exercise. I'm just gonna add more. It's weird. It's weird. It's hella weird. I don't love the look of that, but well, we'll see for now. That's just weird. Alright, I think that should. So this last leg is actually just a part of his rear leg, the most anterior part of the legs. It just brought way up there, so it will look like arms, but this is an actual leg. So let's try painting the segments now. Maybe like this. I'm gonna just roughly lay it out so that you don't have to paint segments. Yeah, this isn't how a spider's leg would fold. But I'm thinking his flexing it. I have to brush up on my spider anatomy so I could mimic this correctly. There's also a segment down here. And then down straight to this leg here. That's the leg. Have this here, another one here. Add a bit more here. It's looking, it's getting there. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. Surely. Are you guys gonna stream later? Right now I'm just figuring out where the shadows would hit, you know, adding some stuff here and there. Then we're gonna fix the face because the face is not working for me right now. Maybe if I remove the nose it will look weird. Or maybe I have just a weird markings where the eye should be. Where there's no eyes. It's just markings. Bago PC ni Eggy eh. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely. Maybe I'll be on later on. Maybe I should stream some games just to pick up the pace. Yeah, this looks like a marking. But it looks like a face, but when you look close up like that, it doesn't have a face. It's just a pattern, coloration of the spider. Because spiders have weird fucking mimicry shit going on. Fucking maganda gawin mo siyang screaming face. Yeah, like a hegaw. A hegaw spider. That would be cool. Alright, we're gonna add. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try that. Like a face pushing to a cloth. Oh. But, you know, if we could do that, maybe a blanket. But this is more of you're drunk, and then you suddenly saw this woman in the back alley, just, you know, spreading her legs out, and then you thought, oh man, this is my lucky day. You go in, and then you get eaten. So you need to think that there's a woman there. So, but you're drunk, so you don't realize, oh, her elbows are not really elbows. Oh, her pubic hair has eyes in them. It's this guy. I'm doing this. Yeah, it's that. So it's an actual spider that is mimicking a female human. Kinda. It's more of like that, but this is more animalistic. I took the scientific route of this creature existing like a mythic beast, where the thing is it's based on Japanese mythology. Like alien or shit. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's more of what if the mythological spider lady is real. Jorogumo is an actual creature, you know. So kind of like that, like bringing myth into the scientific realm. Because mimic spider exists. Mimic spiders, they would mimic ants, and they would invade the colony, and the ants wouldn't recognize, oh, it's a spider, and then just let him in, and he would eat their babies. That exists. Ant spider, I think that's the name. Mimic ant spider. It's really cool. Their front pouch hands, the male ones at least, would look like an ant's head, and they will raise it up so it looks like an ant is walking in the nest, but they didn't realize it's actually a hand of a spider instead of a head, and it would just walk in. And you probably don't see it, but I'm doing the motion of putting my hands up. But yeah, mimic spiders does that. And they don't just mimic color, they also mimic behavior, and to some extent chemical signaling. It's like, wow, these spiders rocks. So what if a spider could look like a human? That's like what this is about. Because Jorogumo is a myth about, you know, a woman transforming into a spider. It's kind of different, but this one I want to make the assumption of an actual spider, a mimic spider, mimicking humans. So that's where I'm going with this. And you hate spiders? Yeah, I hate specific spiders. I'm not a bigot. I'm no species. But I hate, yeah, maybe I'm a species. I hate certain type of spiders, but not generalized or familias. Yeah, generalized. I don't like specific type of spiders. Yeah, there's only like a few spiders that I hate. Namely huntsman and fucking wolf spiders. Those are cool. I know they're helpful in controlling cockroach population, but come on, man. Why do you gotta move so fast? They literally teleport. They bend space and time with their creepy, thin, long legs. That's not okay with me. And the way they do it is not really good. It's like, fuck. So creepy the way they do that. But yeah, spiders are cool. I don't like all spiders. I don't hate all spiders. But I have a decent arachnophobia, I guess. But not every spider. Though I will still not touch one. Let's be clear. I could appreciate them from afar. But I will not tolerate them inside my... But, you know, big ones. I'm talking about the size of my hands. Those things could go fuck themselves. They have no reason to be that big. If you're gonna eat a cockroach, be a cockroach size, right? And to think before, during the Carboniferous, after the Carboniferous era, there's abundance of oxygen, and there is a certain gigantism in the insects and arachnids that time. So you have giant centipedes, giant scorpions, giant dragonflies, and of course giant fucking spiders. Like a size of a small cart spider. Imagine you're strolling around the bush and you saw that shit and you're like, oh fuck. You're so dead. You're so dead. That's a trapdoor spider. The Oreo butt spider. Those are trapdoors. Highly venomous and really aggressive fuckers. They are. Those are trapdoor spiders. Because they usually seal the thing with their... Is that? Yeah, I think they do. Those are trapdoors. The one with Oreos on their butts. Alright. I think we're getting somewhere with this. And then we're gonna put in the beady eyes. So I think there's also different classifications for spiders with how their eyes are actually placed on their heads. Because most of them have 6, some has 4, some has 8. Because some has like they have 2 slits here. Those are actual eyes, but not like seeing eyes. They're like shadow. If the shadow is past this, they would know. So something is above them. So it depends on the spider, and I think it garners classification of them. So they are also classified with how their eyes are placed on their heads. And how many? Look at this spider, so cute. Yeah. They've got no reason. Yeah, what are they gonna eat? Fucking chickens? There's no insect that big for them to be that big. You know, at that size, they'll be competing. They'll be eating lizards, which defeats the purpose of them eating pests. Lizards are not pests. They're cool bros. Gecko-san, right? So I'm protecting my lizards. Small spiders could stay in my house. Big one, we let them spawn eggs, but that's about it. You're done. Once you spawn eggs, you're done. Okay. Yeah, man. It's not like the oxygen in the atmosphere is on a higher concentration. So yeah, they have no reason. Alright, I think we're heading somewhere now. I think this is getting cooler. Let me flesh this out a bit more. Why is this wishy-washy? Alright. Yeah, but you know, they were born surrounded by giant ass spiders, so yeah. I mean, that's one place I'll never go to. Fuck Australia. And the only reason I say that is because they have spiders, and it rains spiders in that area. Right? Small ones given, but still, in that environment, shit is about to go down. Especially if you hate spiders. It's like a second here in my household. Once a year, we would encounter one big ass spider, and we freak out, we deal with it, and then move on. Every year, there's always one. Okay, and this year, I haven't found one yet. It's during the rainy season, they start to crawl out and mingle with us. Like, fuck no, you don't pay rent, bitch. You're out. You pack your shit and you're out. We'll take care of the cockroaches ourselves. You don't need your help. So yeah, big spiders in our houses have to pay rent. Like it's as big as my hand. It's like a plate size. Not really plate size. It's almost like a saucer size. That big. That's an occasional reoccurrence. A yearly reoccurrence here in our household. So yeah, eventually I'll find a big ass spider and I have to deal with it. Yep. Since I was a kid, we always find spiders here. Big ass ones. We're not talking about that. Oh, cute spider. Oh, fine. Not the garden spiders. No. We're talking about big ass, sprawling ass, leg stretching ass, fast teleporting ass, huntsman or wolf spiders. And then you just be minding your own business, washing your dishes, and then you look at your left, boom, there he is. Fuck you, bitch, I'm here. They're gonna scream. They're gonna call all your forefathers to help you, and you can't do anything about it. Yeah. They just surprise. They jump on you, right? Fucking surprise you like shit. And they get to you in the most inconvenient time. You're taking a shit, your pants is down on your ankles, so you're middle of breaking a shit in half, so you could because you got spooked. There's this big ass spider on your wall, and if you so much as shush or whimper or move, this fucker will teleport anywhere, and it might be your face. Well, I once took a bath while a spider as big as my face was staring at me. Well, yeah. If you blink your eye, if you blink, you're dead. If you blink, you're dead. Even if how do you summon? You do something, they'll move. These fuckers sense fear. I'm having trouble with my OBS. It's saying encoding overloaded. I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna figure out what's gonna happen. But anyways, I think we're gonna color this dude out. Just a bit. It's already color, but we're gonna add some color to it. And my god, my PC is okay. So right now I'm recording the animation. So I'm recording at the same time streaming, and somehow my PC can't handle it, which is fucked up. Do I need an upgrade right now? Hell no. With how much people fucking mining shit Fuck no. I can't afford to upgrade right now. Okay, so we're gonna do collar here. I hope my shit doesn't crash. Yeah, this is the first time I actually tried to record while streaming. So yeah, maybe it's taking a bit too much of a toll on my machine unit, which sucks. Even as I was showering, I didn't blink once, I swear. Yeah, I believe you. I swear to God, that's the... Yeah, I believe you. Because shit like that, either you make sure that you eliminated the problem and then go in. Alright? There's no way I would be, you know, doing anything else in that room, in that bathroom, with that spider in there. I have to either kill it or, you know, transport it somehow elsewhere. That's the only way I could deal with it. There's no way I'm gonna do shit in that bathroom. That's too much risk. That's way too much risk. I would rather work as a nuclear homeboy. Like I would lift a you know, enrich uranium out of a power plant and then carry it by myself. I would rather do that than shower in a bath with a huge ass spider in it. That one almost the same risk, but at least the uranium you have like two weeks to live, right? But with this spider, you know, you can't, you're dead the moment you're fucking dead. You know, it's irrational fear, I know. But what can you do? Our brain is reptilian in nature. Can't do shit about it. What? Where is this coming from? Oh, it's from here. And right now, I'm drawing right now, right? I'm drawing this huge ass spider on my screen. And I'm thinking about spiders, right? And the fan is moving the hairs on my legs, right? And sometimes it would move the same way, and I would like flinch, like, fuck, was that a shit? Yeah. I'm that irrational when it comes to spiders. Only big ones though. The small ones I can deal with. I can even hold them. I don't care. So I don't know if that's irrational, but yeah, they have no business being that big. And maybe it's my ancestors screaming to me, dude, during my time, those big ass spiders are actually venomous and it would kill you. So don't fuck with them. Maybe those are my dead ancestors trying to teach me shit. Through the grave of how they try to fuck off and not fuck with spiders. Big ass ones. Alright. It's looking swell. My eyes were red. If you get paid to eat a spider, dead spider, would that be fine? Yeah, I guess. If I... Depends on how much money we're talking about. Yeah. You need to lube up my throat with cold hard cash. Yeah, I'll probably do it. I'll probably do it. If it's dead. Or cooked. I don't mind cooked. Maybe. There's a few street food like that in Thailand, and it's like, why the fuck would you eat it? And there's even a tribe in, I don't know, there's a specific tribe who hunts spiders, like actual tarantulas. They would poke at their fucking burrows, right? They will lure out the spider, grab it by the back, you know, and they will, you know, tie their legs up behind them so that they don't move, and then they'll roast it, and then they'll eat the entire thing, and then the fangs would serve as the toothpick. And some who are so, you know, excited for their their share of the spider, would just eat it raw. They would just flick the nictitating, no, not nictitating membrane, the itchy hairs. Fuck, what's the term? Yeah, the irritating hairs behind the tarantula. They would just brush it with their hands so that it doesn't irritate their throat. So they will brush it with their hands and then eat the spider alive. And he would just remove the fangs later as he was chewing, and then uses the toothpick. Like, what the fuck, dude? Don't you have like chickens? If it tastes like chicken, maybe try chicken. $1,000? That's too low for me to eat a dead spider. That's too low. I'd say 100k. 100k dollars. Yeah, I'll eat the fucking Goliath tarantula. Although I think that's endangered, so I'd rather not. I might be jailed for that, which is not good. You know, you gotta deal with eating a giant ass spider, and then you gotta deal with Bubba, your friend, in prison, who's gonna, you know, make caressing your asshole. So that's not a fair trade. Though you do have 100 grand, but it's not a fair trade. You gotta deal with the giant ass spider and the giant cock of Bubba. Bubba, your friend, in prison. So yeah, that's not a fair trade. I don't mind eating cooked, maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're yeah. I'm yapping about spiders the entire time. I need to work on this. Well, I would say, oh yeah, color. Oh, because my shit is lagging so bad that I'm waiting for it while yapping, which is good. So we're adding a fleshy, earthy tone on the spider, because, you know, mimicking flesh. But not too much. We're doing it very slightly, you know, not over saturating the colors, just barely there. It's moving up there and there. What's your favorite spider? I would say my favorite spider is the goblin spider. They're really fucking cool. Goblin spiders. They would make square nets and they will hang from like branch, and if an insect passed by, they will just drop the net on them and then pick them up. It's so fucking cool. Also, the dingle bits. Oh fuck, what's their name? Slinging spider? No, that's not it. They would spin a thin web with like dew on it, with a sticky dew, and they would swing it around with their hands, like, you know, yee-hawing like a cowboy. And if the insect got caught, you know, they just pull it in. That's really, and they're cute too. Goblin spider are kind of freaky. They have big eyes. They're one of the most they have one of the best sets of eyes in the animal kingdom. Goblin spiders, not as good as what's this? What's the punching scorpion? I don't know, punching shrimp. I forgot their names. But yeah, goblin spiders are one of the best eyes in the animal kingdom. Yeah, those are my favorite. Also, yeah, jumping spiders are the common ones, but they're not like, they're cute, but they're not like my coolest spider shit. So yeah, it's either goblin spiders, we have a really unique technique of hunting prey, and for the one who twirls and hee-hawing, cowboying its way to its next move. Yeah, jumping spiders are also really efficient. They have a high success rate in their hunts. If they track a target and decided they would eat it, they will. But not as good as dragonflies though. Those are really good assassins, like aerial bombards. They are fighter jet accuracy with their hunts. Oh shit. Oh, it's not clipped. Alright, let me clip that. Set reference, clip to label. Alright. So yeah, those are my two favorites. Goblin Spider and it's not Orb Weaver. Lucas is a jumping spider. Oh, I remember this episode of Bill and Mandy when Bill got this. He became a father to this huge ass spider. I don't know. The spider is cool, right? He's like a good son, but yeah, I understand Billy and Mandy. I understand Billy. It's fucking a huge ass spider. I mean, it'll be cool, but yeah, it's a bit too big. It's kind of funny that while I'm drawing a spider, I'm ranting about spiders. that's kind of fun. So if you want to win, if you're gonna fist fight with me, bring a spider. I would scream like a 7-year-old girl. Yeah, and run for my mom. If you bring a spider into a fight with me, I'm not. That's no joke. That's like kryptonite. Of course, I'll try to kill it. It's not my fear of big ass spiders is that they're actually will bite me. So it's not like, oh, they're gonna wrap my face around